What's going on, y'all? So today we're going to talk about company-sponsored training or paying for a CDL out of pocket. Now, let me just say it's a lot of different variables with this. So let's talk about paying it out of pocket. Well, no, let's talk about if you go the company-sponsored training route. Now, each school is different. There's some schools that are partnered with mega carriers like Roadmaster. A lot of students that go to Roadmaster, they end up going to Warner. So the point is, a lot of these schools, they're partnered, meaning if you go there, let's just say you go to this particular school, they're going to give you 4 options of a company that you must go to. It could be Stevens, it could be Swift, it could be US Express, or it could be TMC. That being that you signed a contract, you're gonna have to pick one of those companies. And then what they're gonna do is, you're gonna have to sign a contract and you're gonna have to agree to work for that particular company for either 6 months or a year. But a lot of these contracts, they're gonna be a year. I lucked out, I did a contract, yes, I did a contract. I regret it, but I did a contract back then. Mine was only for 6 months, not too bad. So you're gonna have to, like I said, sign a contract, agree to work for them. Now, I don't want you guys to think that they're actually paying for it, because you're paying that back, believe it or not. Some of them tell you, most of them are supposed to tell you that, but you're paying that back. Think of it as a loan. When you go to your bank, they loan you the money, they front you the money, you end up paying that back. It's the same concept. Now, they're gonna take small amounts out of your paycheck each week, you know, until you fulfill your agreement. Now, there's some truck schools out there that, you know, they have payment plans, obviously. Now, I really don't recommend that you, like I said, go the sponsored route, because like I said, you're subject to contract. So let's just say you sign a contract with Stevens, and let's just say that contract, that particular contract is 12 months. And let's just say you go to Stevens and month 2 within your 12 months, you decide you don't like Stevens and they're not giving you the miles you want, or whatever the case may be. You don't like the company, okay? You don't like the company. Well, guess what? You can't leave because you signed a contract, and should you decide to leave, instead of them splitting the money, you know, helping you, you're gonna have to pay it in full. So let's just say your CDL is $6,000, they agree to pay $3,000, right? You leave, so guess what? You now have to pay the full amount. Now, let's just say you go the out-of-pocket route, okay? Now, like I said, a CDL, it could vary depending on the school you go to. So let's just say you pay $6 grand out of pocket. Well, guess what? You don't have to worry about having to choose a particular company. You don't have to worry about having to stay with that company. So let's just say, again, you paid out of pocket. You go to Stevens. Again, same scenario, you're in month 2, you decide you don't like Stevens. You can leave. You don't have a contract. You don't have any financial agreement to that company, meaning you could leave. You can go to Prime or wherever. So I would recommend, if you have the funds, guys, if you have the money, try to pay it out of pocket. Now, I know you had told me that you're trying to get this CDL before the new CDL rules. Now, being that you have a little under 4 weeks, you know, I don't really know your financial situation, but I would try to scrape up that money, you know, try to get a loan from your bank, try to borrow it from a friend or family member, or just take the loss, bite the bullet, and go to a company that does the sponsored training. Now, most of these mega carriers, they're gonna have it. They're either gonna have their own school, or they're gonna have truck schools that they have partnerships with, like Roadmaster. Typically Roadmaster, you know, they're partnered with Warner. Swift, you know, they have their own schools. There's a few companies out there. You basically just gotta just do your research. But coming from Trucker D, I would recommend, you know, if you have the funds, guys, just pay it out of pocket. It'll save you the hassle, it'll save you the stress in the long run. Now, yes, it's a lot of money up front, you know, depending on your financial situation, but again, it'll save you a lot in the long run. And if you're somebody that doesn't want, you know, money taken out of your checks, because like I've said before in the beginning, you're not getting paid a lot. Now, Some of these schools, you know, they won't start deducting until maybe like your first month or two. You know, it just depends, but be prepared to get it taken out each week. But yeah, get it on your own. Catch you later.